Welcome to Lafayette Springs Sports Center. I'm Jacob Kelzer, joined alongside by
Owen Zeit.
And today we're going to be giving you a quick update on all 6 spring sports.
First sport is boys volleyball. We had Eric and Riley interview Dylan Biggs and Coach Sadie.
I'm Eric Waykazer.
And I'm Dylan Biggs.
And today we're going to talk about men's volleyball. We're here with Dylan Biggs today, as he said earlier. And I wanted to ask, since this is the first season of boys volleyball, how do you feel?
You know, it being the first season's a very exciting thing because, not much people know what they're doing, but everybody's looking forward to trying something new and just going out for an entirely new sport. So I'm really excited that me being a senior, I have just one last year left anyway. I could at least end it on a good note, trying something new.
And I've heard it's a very, fun sport to do. I don't want to say they don't take it seriously, but it's very, all the people know each other. I believe it's a pretty solid team. How do you feel as an individual? You are on varsity. How do you feel as an individual playing volleyball for the first time?
I feel like playing it for the first time at first, going into it, I was a little nervous, oh, what if I mess up, or this, that, and worrying about those small little things, but it's my first time playing it, so I can't expect myself to be pro level or anything, and from the very first practice I've already gotten so much better, and I enjoy going into this, and I'm really glad again I can just do this for the first time. I really love this sport. It's really fun.
How do you see the juniors, the sophomores? How do you see those, and what the future of the men's volleyball program here at LHS?
I definitely see, and I've been thinking about this, I definitely see an upwards direction for the men's volleyball program because there's some good talent from the people who aren't seniors and even some freshmen who are good and definitely have some talent. And yeah, we have a lot of young guys on the team who are definitely going to help build the program and make it even better than ever. So it really only goes uphill from here. And I really wish the best for the team.
Despite having a record of 5-9-1, I still think that the boys volleyball team is having a great season considering it's the first ever years of program. And having 5 wins already is just a great achievement from them, and I know that there's more to come in the future, and it's a great foundation year for what should be a great program in the future. Next sport up is girls soccer. Emma and Brooklyn interviewed Alexi, Coach May, Nevada. Let's hear
Hello,
from them.
I'm Riley, and I'm here with
Sadie.
And how does it feel coaching on the first ever boys volleyball team?
It feels good. We have a lot of boys out and they have so much potential to be great players, and we're honestly just having such a fun time, which is what we wanted to do.
How's it going on the first season of men's volleyball?
It's going really well. We've got a lot of boys there that are learning a lot of different things. They're developing a lot of skills, and overall they're having a good time, which was our number one goal, is to have a good time and to learn something new.
What is it like going through the motions of a new sport that kids have never played before?
At first it was kind of hard because we kind of sat there and we were like, what do we even start with? But then when we started getting the ball rolling and learning some skills, they picked up really fast. We've got a lot of kids that are developing really, really fast, and it's just so cool to see them grow and to see all these boys from different backgrounds and from different organizations in the school come together and have fun and be able to play together.
Who am I here with?
Alexandria the Gear.
Okay, I just have a couple questions for you about soccer. First question being, how do you think your team's doing so far?
Well, right now it's the beginning, so I think we're doing all right, but I think we're going to progress more.
Okay, how do you think your team's going to progress over the season?
Well, most of our team are freshmen, but I think they've been doing good so far. They learn pretty quick.
Okay, who am I here with today?
I'm Coach Laura May for the Lafayette Girls Soccer.
Okay, I just have a few questions for you today. Question number 1, how do you think your team's doing so far?
So far, we have a very young team and just an overall young program. The wonderful thing about soccer is it's very easy to pick up. It's very easy to learn those fundamental skills. It's just a difficult sport to master. So luckily over the last few weeks, even with a very young group, we've made some good strides in just our basic fundamental skills, and we're continuing to grow every day.
Second question is, how do you think your team's going to progress?
Again, with having such a young overall program and team, there's a lot of room for growth with only having 2 seniors.
Yeah.
We're a little shy on the upperclassmen. So looking forward not only to the rest of this season, but moving forward in the next few years, I'm excited to see where we'll go.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm here with
Nevada Alexander.
How do you think the season has gone so far?
It's going good. We're doing some good things already.
How do you think the rest of the season is going to go for your team?
I'm definitely going to improve a little bit, have some better games, and just keep on improving as we go on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brooklyn and Emma, for those interviews. The girls soccer team has started off rough, but just going into the back half of the season, they were just looking to keep building on a foundation, and just since they had 3 new coaches in the last 3 years, they were just looking to just build on and just build up a group of young girls and just keep their team going and just get better. Third sport is track, where we had Emma interview Martrez, Evan, and Coach Doherty.
Hi, I'm here with
Martrez Thusen.
How do you think the season has kicked off so far?
I think we've been doing really great as a team. We were much better from last year, as expected. So, yeah.
How do you think your team is going to do throughout the rest of the season?
As long as we keep pushing harder in practice, doing what our coach says, going to do better, do it as a team, as a family. So,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
Of course.
I'm here with
Coach Doherty.
How do you think the season has gone so far?
I'd say pretty well. We've had 2 meets so far and pretty promising for early in the year and not having facilities to practice. We've got a team of kids that want to participate and want to compete, so it's been good to see.
How do you think the rest of the season is going to go for the team?
I think the best it has been in a while. We've got some good numbers from some kids for early on in the season, and I think once those numbers come down or go up, we could take a good group to state this year.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Hi, I'm here with
Evan Parkso.
How do you think the season has gone so far?
No, I think it's gone well so far. This 2 meets been pretty good times out of our groups, and people just want to compete.
How do you think the rest of the season is going to go?
I think it's going to go good. I think we can get a couple people to state, and I think it's just going to be fun.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so far I think track is having a great start to the year. You got people like Jason Claycomb and Javante Sims and a lot of the men's throwers fighting lots of success in the meets so far. And I think it's only going to go up from here, and they're just going to get better as the season goes on. So I'm excited to see where everyone goes in districts and state. The next word up is tennis. Brooklyn interviewed Adrian and Coach Wolf, so let's hear from them.
Here with today.
Adrian.
I just have a few questions for you. First question is, how do you think your team's doing so far?
Well, so far we're performing about as expectational or about as expected.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing solid as a team. I know the 1 and 2, me and Max, we've been doing solid. We've won a couple games, but as a team we haven't won a game yet.
Okay, perfect. How do you think your team is going to progress over the season?
Well, we got 1 more game left against LeBlanc, which is one of the tougher teams. But then we got district tournaments where hopefully we can have some kids do good because it's kind of on your own there. It's not teams-wise.
All right, thank you. Who am I here with today?
Coach Wolf.
I just have a few questions for you. First question being, how do you think your team is doing so far?
A little rough starting out. We were a very young team that's a couple of them has never played tennis. A couple more's only had like 1 year. And then my 2 juniors has played all 3 years, which they're not too bad. They're coming along pretty good. So.
Okay. Second question being, how do you think your team's going to do progressing over the season?
I think they've actually progressed every match we played.
Mm-hmm.
Even the beginners, they're getting their serves in really well. Not having very many double faults, which that's very key to tennis.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get your serve in, at least it lets you play the point and try to win the game.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Brooklyn, for the interviews. The boys tennis team so far has just been improving every match this season, and just excited to see what they do in districts. The next sport up is baseball, where Jake and Aiden interview Halen and Coach Jansen.
I'm Jake Danner, and I'm here with Coach Jansen. I'm going to ask you a few questions. What are some of the biggest lessons your team has learned through the season so far?
Yeah, I would say effort, energy, focus directly leads to performance. And there's been moments of struggle, but we've continued to challenge them. And not only that side, but the preparation of the scouting reports, pregame stuff, trying to lock in by the time we're hitting batting practice 2 hours before the game. So we've had to really teach these guys how to be college-like ball players in their preparation, their focus, and then when they get there, we want them to be animals, man. We want them to unleash their energy and attitude and have that infectious energy.
How do you keep your players motivated and focused despite the rough start to the season?
Yeah, so nobody wins a championship with your record. All it does is put you in a seed. So our schedule's tough. I don't know of a lot of 4As that play the 5 and 6As that we do. So to me, I don't really care about record. I've never cared about record anywhere I've been. You just want to play your best baseball when districts come, when that second weekend in May comes. And as far as the motivation, every kid's different, but as a group, I think these guys want to play their best baseball, and they want to do something they've never done, and that would be get across the finish line in districts, be in that district championship game. Last couple of years, we've been a game away from that, so just trying to build on last season. And but like I said, the guys are really grabbing hold of it. They're ready for the challenge, and like I said, in a month we'll all be out of here. So got nothing but. Really, there's no reason to not really go for it with a month left.
What are some positive takeaways or improvements you've seen game to game with your young team?
Yeah, the constant energy throughout a game has been better. We've really challenged them that way. The hitting has come on. We've been able to score. We're scoring over 7 runs a game in the last 4. Pitching has been much better. We've been having guys fill the zone up, get guys out, weak contact. So it's kind of finally starting to kind of come around for us as it warms up and as we continue to pound those same philosophical pitching ideas and identities into their head, and they're definitely bought in that way.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep.
All right. My name's Aiden. Who am I here with?
Halen Jonas.
I'm going to ask you a couple baseball questions. First one is, how has your senior year been so far?
It's been eventful. We ain't won very much, but we're fighting, and every game's been close. We're catching a hot streak right now, so come watch us. You know what I mean?
The second one is, what are some goals you want to accomplish?
Goals? I think for the team, I think we just need to focus. I want to, at least be 500 by the end of the season. Maybe make it to the past districts. That'd be nice. I don't know.
My final one is, what are some things that you've done to keep the team motivated after a slow start?
I say we just got to keep fighting. We got to show up every day, put our best foot forward. You know what I mean? Just practice. We can't practice like we're losing. We got to go 110%. Act like we're winning. We just got to go. We can't give up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The baseball team's record right now is 3-11, and they started off the year with 11 straight losses, but I mean a lot of that has come from a tough schedule, like playing Benton Central in the city round robin, and then they went to Washington by St. Louis, and they had 4 tough games there. But as they start to play some easier teams, some more teams their class size, they're gonna find more success, and I think they can definitely get close back to 500 before the end of the year. The last sport of the day is boys golf. Let's hear from Brooklyn and Owen as they interviewed Tate.
I'm Owen Zai. I'm here with
Jacob Kelzer.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions today. How do you think teamwork plays a role in the golf team, even though it's often seen as an individual sport?
Yeah, even though during matches and tournaments we're playing by ourselves, in practice we're always playing with each other, and it's important to just build a good connection with your teammates, and they're just there to pick you up after you had a bad match or a bad tournament. So I think it's important to have a good relationship with your teammates.
Good. Next question is, can you describe a memorable experience you've had with your teammates during practice or a tournament?
I think my favorite memory so far this year is probably just eating burgers after every tournament so far. It's been pretty fun.
Last question is, what is some advice you would give to new golfers?
As a new golfer myself, I think the most important piece of advice I could give other new golfers or people who might be a little bit newer than me is just not care about your score and just not worrying about how everyone else is doing. Just the most important part of golf is just going out there and just having fun, being outside with your buddies.
All right, who am I here with today?
Take crap.
I just have a few questions for you today. First question being, how do you think your team's doing so far?
I don't really know from a ranking standpoint, but I would think we're probably right in the middle of everybody. We have a lot of new people, so it's not like we're going to be the greatest team, but I think we're doing good for how new most of the team is. So.
Okay. Second question is, how do you think your team's going to progress?
Definitely going to get better as it goes. Like I said, everybody's new, and golf is something you can't just pick up in like 3 weeks. So I think towards the end of it, people probably should get that like beginner learning curve and probably pick up quite a bit compared to how we are now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Brooklyn, for the interviews on golf. The golf team so far this year started off all right, but we've just been improving every match and just getting better each day at practice, and just hope to catch a hot streak and just get better as the season moves forward.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Owen.
And that's all for today's Spring Sports Center. We thank everyone for tuning in and hope everyone has a happy Easter.